Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter from your class 12 biology. The name of the chapter is Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants. Today I am going to teach you the first part of this chapter. I hope already you have gone through our last videos from two chapters, chapter 3 and chapter 4, and these videos will help you a lot for your better understanding and memorization. So today I am going to discuss a new portion, new part of a new chapter, the first part of the chapter Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants. So this is the cover page of this chapter, the Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants. From this name I think all of you come to know that this chapter is related with the plants. This chapter is related with the plants portion, not the animal portion. So first you have to know that which things you have to study from this chapter. The first thing is the flower and the pre-fertilization event. Second, pre-fertilization structure and events. Third, pollination, artificial hybridization and the double fertilization. Next thing is the post-fertilization structure and the events. Next thing, development of embryo and seed dispersal, and the last one is the formation of fruit. So total 7 topics you have to study from this chapter. So let's start. A first point of this chapter, the flower and the pre-fertilization event. This is our today's topic. So the first thing you have to know that what is the meaning of the pre-fertilization event. What is the meaning of this pre-fertilization event? That this is actually the events which occur before the fertilization are called the pre-fertilization event. So what is the meaning of pre? Pre means the before. So before fertilization, which thing is happened in the flowering plant's body, that's called the pre-fertilization event. And during this process, several hormonal and structural changes are seen in the plant's body. So this is just similar in the animal's body. So in the animal's body has, in human body has the pre-fertilization events. Just like the plant's body also, so they have several hormonal and structural changes are there in the pre-fertilization event. So first one is the flower. So first you should know what is the meaning of the flower. So it's actually a modified condensed shoot. It's actually a modified condensed shoot. Okay, and one flower body has 4 parts. So this is important for your exam, that how many parts are there in one flowering plant's body. So this is very important for your exam. So this flower thing, this flower and its and what is flower and how many parts are there, all those things are important for your exam. So next slide contains the parts of flower. So now I am going to teach you the parts of flower. The first part is the calyx. So it's the outermost protective hold of floral appendages. Single individual of calyx is called the sepal and it's green in color. Okay, so this is the first, actually the part in the flowering plant's body. So this is called the calyx. So it's the outermost protective hold of the floral appendages and single individual of calyx is called the sepal. Okay, so I am pointing this part. Why? Because this is important for your 1 mark question, that what is the meaning of sepal and what is the basic difference between the calyx and sepal. The basic thing, the actually the each and every individual of calyx is called the sepal. Okay, I am underlining, I am highlighting, I am pointing this portion because this is important for your exam, that the single individual of calyx is called the sepal. Okay, and when the whole of floral appendages, when all the sepals are collectively called the calyx. Okay, and it's green in color. Next thing is the corolla. So the second whole of the floral appendages which arises of the inner of the calyx, that's called the corolla, and individual of corolla is called the petal. So each and every individual corolla is called the petal, and these all the petals collectively call the corolla. Okay, so it's bright in color and it's fragrant. That this part actually helps in the pollination. So this corolla part, this petal part, actually the most colorful part and the fragrant part in the flowering plant's body. So that's why this part is most attractive part in the flowering plant's body, and for that reason this helps in the pollination. Next part is the androecium. So next part is the androecium. So this is actually the male whole consisting of the stamens. So each stamen consists of an anther, filament and a connective tissue. Okay, so these pollen grains containing a male gametes resides in the anther lobe. So you can say easily this androecium actually the male reproductive system in the flowering plant's body. This androecium actually the male reproductive system in the flowering plant's body. And the last part of the flowering plant's body is the gynoecium. This is the female reproductive whole, and individual appendages is called the carpel and pistil. It consists three parts: stigma, style and ovary. This is very important thing. This is very important thing that the gynoecium portion has total three parts, that the stigma, style and the ovary. So this gynoecium portion is the female reproductive system in the flowering plant's body. So this is just the overview of the parts of flower. So I am repeating again. So one flowering plant's body has total four parts: the calyx, the corolla, the androecium and the gynoecium. Okay, so this is the parts of flower. Now look at the structure. I am showing the picture of the dissection, cross section of the flower. So this is the cross section of the flower. So this is the first thing is the sepal, the green color shape. This is the sepal portion. This is the petal. Okay, this whole petal is collectively called the corolla, and all the sepal is collectively called the calyx. So this is the androecium portion. All those are androecium portion. So this androecium portion has two parts, the anther and filament, and it's collectively called the stamen. It's collectively called the stamen. Okay, this stamen has two parts, one anther, another one is the filament. Okay, the upper portion, the bilobe structure is called the anther, and the long slender like structure is called the filament. This anther, actually all the pollen grains are there in the anther region, and this portion is the carpel. This is the female reproductive system. This carpel has total three parts: stigma, style and ovary. The ovule is present within the ovary. Just look at the structure. This is the stigma, this is the style and this is the ovary, and the ovule is present within the ovary portion. Okay, so this long slender like structure is called the style. The lower portion, this bulk portion is called the ovary, and the upper portion is called the stigma. So this is the actually the cross section of the flower structure. Okay, this is actually, I have made this slide also for actually the defining the female reproductive organs and male reproductive organs specially. So this is the female reproductive organ. So this portion, this stigma, style and the ovary. This stigma, style and the ovary, the upper portion is called the stigma. This long slender like structure is called the style, and the lower bulk portion is called the ovary. Okay, this is collectively called the pistil. And this is this side, actually the male, this side depicts the male reproductive organs. So these are the anther. Okay, and this is the filament, the long slender like structure, that's called the filament, and this is collectively called the stamen. So this is the overview of the structure of typical flower. So this is the actually the differentiation between the female reproductive organ and the male reproductive organ. Actually this is very important for your exam. This is very important for your exam, that the comparative analysis of the female reproductive organ and the male reproductive organ. So the first one is the pistil. So this pistil has, actually this is not the differentiation, this is actually the comparative analysis. This is not the differentiation portion, this is actually the comparative analysis. So this is the pistil. This pistil has total 3 parts: stigma, style and the ovary. This pistil has total 3 parts: stigma, style and ovary. What is the meaning of stigma? The top of the pistil, sticky surface for pollen to stick. So look at the structure. This is called the stigma. I am showing the picture properly. So this is the stigma portion. Actually this is the site where pollen grains are attached. This is the site where the pollen grains are attached. How these pollen grains are attached in this portion? Because these stigma portions are sticky in nature. The stigma portions actually sticky in nature. This has the sticky surface. That's why the pollen grains can stick to this portion. Next one is the style. So this style portion, this is actually the long slender like structure, and this style actually the connecting link between the stigma and ovary. I am showing the picture. This style portion actually the connecting link between the stigma and the ovary portion. So upper portion is the stigma, lower portion is the ovary, and this middle portion, this the connecting link is called the style. Last one is the ovary. It contains the ovule, so that this bulky portion is called the ovary. And here in the male reproductive organ system, the stamen, this stamen has 2 parts: the anther and the filament. Okay, so this anther produces the sperm nuclei by meiosis, and this is actually the enclosed by the pollen grain. So this is the anther, and the filaments is this long slender like structure which holds the anther up. That's called the filament. Next is the development of the male gametophytes. Next is the development of the male gametophytes. So in the flowering plant's body, androecium differentiate and develop to form a male gamete. Okay, so this is the male gametophyte structure. This is the stamen portion. So it's the actually the male reproductive unit of the angiosperm, which consists of the 2 parts: the filament and the anther. Okay, so this stamen actually is the male reproductive unit, the male reproductive system of the angiosperm, which consists of the 2 parts. The first one is the filament, second one is the anther. So what is the meaning of the filament? This is the long and slender stalk-like structure, that's called the filament. This is actually the long and slender stalk-like structure. This is called the filament. So I am showing the picture again for your better understanding. So this is the filament portion, the long slender stalk-like structure. This is the filament portion. The proximal end of the filament actually attached to the thalamus or the petal of the flower. Okay, and the next thing is the terminal generally bilobe structure called the anther. Okay, so the upper portion, the bilobe structure, is called the anther portion. So this is the picture of the stamen. This is the structure of the stamen. Look at the structure. This is the real picture, and this is the actually the imaginary picture. So this is the hand diagram. So this is the anther and this is the filament. Just look at the real structure. So the upper portion, this bilobe structure, is called the anther, and this long slender like structure is called the filament. Okay, so this is very important for your exam for better understanding the structure of stamen, because this is very important. Next thing is the structure of the anther. So it's a bilobe structure with each lobe having 2 theca and separated by a longitudinal groove running lengthwise. Just look at the structure. So this is actually the bilobe structure. There is one part, there is another part. Okay, so this is the bilobe structure, and in the middle portion one longitudinal groove like structure is there. Okay, in a cross section, the anther is a 4-sided structure. The anther is a 4-sided structure consisting for 4 microsporangia. Just I am showing the picture. Look at the structure. This is the cross section of the anther. This is the cross section of the anther, and it has total 4 sides. 1, 2, 3 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think all of you can see this portion. There are total 4 sides is there. Okay, one anther has total 4 sides. If you cross section the anther portion, so you will get total 4 sides. Okay, And this anther is a four-sided structure consisting of the four microsporangia. Okay, each lobe consists the one microsporangia. So as because this anther has four sides, so we will get total four microsporangia located at the corner, two in each lobe. Okay, so it will develop and become the pollen sac. So this is the basic thing. This is the the overview, the stamen, microsporangium and the pollen grain. This is the overview, that the stamen, microsporangium and the pollen grain. So I am showing the picture. So this is the this is the anther portion and this is the filament portion. This is the anther and this is the filament portion. This is the cross section of the anther region. This picture the cross section of the anther region. Okay, so these are the total four side is there, 1 2 3 and 4 side, and each side consists of the microsporangia. Okay, and each microsporangia after a certain cell division, it contains the pollen grain. It transforms to the pollen grain, the pollen sac. Okay, so this is the overview of the cross section of anther. Okay, so this is the today's class. So from today's class, what actually we came to know, that the first thing is that I am revising again, because this is very important chapter and quite difficult chapter than any other chapters. So that's why I am revising again. The first one was the pre-fertilization event, the flower and the pre-fertilization event. Second one is the different parts of flower, the calyx, the corolla, the androecium and the gynoecium, and their structure, okay, and their description. So this is the overview, this is the cross sectional view of the flowering plant's body, the flower structure, because this is important for your 5 marks question, that write down the parts of flower with well labeled diagram. So you have to draw this diagram properly with the labeling. Next one is the comparative analysis of the female reproductive organ and the male reproductive organ. This is not the differentiation, this is actually the comparative analysis of the female reproductive organ and the male reproductive organ. And next is the development of the male gametophytes, that we have total two the parts. One stamen portion, this stamen has total two parts, the filament and the anther portion. Okay, so what is the meaning of the stamen, what is the meaning of the anther, how this structure is formed, and what is the diagram. So this is the today's class. In our next class we will discuss the development of the female gametophyte. Already we have discussed in today's class the development of the male gametophyte. In our next class we will discuss the development of the female gametophyte. I hope this video will help you a lot for better understanding. So go through this video, and if you have any queries, any problem, ask me. Thank you. Bye.